version 2 hybrid racing short shifter. These are how I have my adjustments set here. I did have to relieve some of this center console material, this plastic here a little bit, just so it didn't hit. Probably don't need to if you don't extend it as long as I did, but I cut that out when I had the V1 because it actually extended further up here. The main differences that I noticed about the V1 compared to the V2, other than the obvious billet aluminum pieces now, which are cool and a nice cool color, is the shifter tends to sit straighter. The other one, the V1, was angled back slightly more. I actually like it straighter up. It's a lot easier to bring down into the lower gears or the bottom gears. Also, the base is a little bit lighter, a little bit different, redesigned. As you can tell, I have the hybrid racing shifter cables as well. Those are also pretty good. I recommend them if you beat your car a lot, you do a lot of drag racing, you want precise shifts. I'm running the lightweight knob because I'm not trying to bang gears. You know, I shift quick enough. It's still a Honda transmission, it's still a synchro transmission, so it's not supposed to be full throttle shifted everywhere you go, or wide open throttle shifting, whatever you want to call it. As far as durability and whatnot, this shifter, I got one of the first batches, I'm pretty darn sure, probably one of the first shifters they sent out to the public, so I ran into a little issue with these screws backing out, but I found there were no Loctite on them, or there wasn't any Loctite on them, so added some Loctite, perfect. Hasn't given me a single issue since. I probably have, 15,000, 20,000 miles on the shifter now. The V1 had a couple of different issues, but if you do still have the V1, you can fix the issues, just make sure you don't tighten this as tight. Another big difference here, the V1 had bronze impregnated, or oil impregnated bronze bushings. This has actual bearings in it. Works a little bit better. That's the amount of play you have. That's all just like in the shifter cable itself, you can see. Really not much play at all if you think about it. Real precise shift movements. Every gear goes in really well. There's no issues in any of the gears. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I definitely recommend it if you want a better shift feel, better shift experience. It's a lot more rigid than the stock shifter. Definitely a lot smaller. There's second or third to fourth, sorry. Definitely a lot more rigid than the stock shifter. Definitely a lot stronger. The stock shifter, I had that Skunk 2 adapter here, and literally this piece sheared off of the stock shifter. So careful if you're running that little adapter. I would recommend just getting a full unit, doing it right the first time.